Hi there. So we're up for our second video of the night. I'm not planning on doing multiple videos in one night. It's just I'm kind of way far behind. Like I said on my first video, um, this is going to be unedited. I'm not editing this in any way, shape, or form. You get me as I am, and that's how it's going to be. At least right now, there's not going to be any kind of production to it whatsoever, as far as like trying to put a title screen in or put some music in or anything like that. It's truly I am so far behind, and I think a lot of it has to do with me finding the time to try to edit. And so I'm just trying to get content out there and share with you my pop hunt experiences over the past couple days, few weeks, and whatnot. And so, I'm going to make errors. I'm going to accept those errors. And perfection, while I'm a perfectionist, I'm going to accept my imperfections and in light of just trying to get the content out there and share with you what I can share with you. So the first video was what I found this past Monday and today, or excuse me, Tuesday. I guess now it's Wednesday morning. It is literally Wednesday morning, 12:30 a.m. and I should be getting sleep, but I just want to get things caught up. And a couple weeks ago, I went on the hunt. Actually, it may have been last week, but I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago when the Chrome Thanos Pops dropped. They were the colors of the Infinity Stones. And so I was able to secure those. But initially when I went on the hunt, I'm not finding them at any Walmarts. I first got wind of it through a Facebook post of someone saying, hey, these have dropped in Ohio. Be on the lookout for them. And I wasn't seeing any of our Walmarts here in Vegas get any. And so I followed someone on Reddit that said, hey, what you need to do and try to get them online. And I've never really experienced how getting them online from Walmart, pop figures online from Walmart, goes. And I've now experienced that. Do not buy pops on Walmart.com. Period. End of story. Stay away from that as long as you're an in-box collector. If you're an out-of-box collector, you're probably fine. In-box collector, stay far away from Walmart.com at all costs, because what you're going to get is that. Now, this is me trying to salvage the box as much as possible. It was, and I kid you not, up like that when I got it. So I tried to salvage the box as much as I possibly could, and ultimately at the end of the day, I'm not comfortable with. I'm not happy about this or anything. I mean, I could return it, but what am I going to do? Get a refund when I really want the pop anyway? And so, and also, it's torn in the front. So this was the green Thanos. So I was able to secure online the purple and the green Thanos. So when they finally dropped in store, I only collected, I hadn't received the mailed ones in, and I probably should have actually went ahead and bought the entire set. But instead, I went against my better judgment, and I only bought the blue, red, orange, and yellow. And then I finally received the purple and the green pops. And very, very disappointed. I was able to salvage the purple one all right. It wasn't all that bad. I think maybe the plastic was pushed in a bit. But the green, definitely not able to repair. I had to instead go ahead and I had to find a local toy store where someone had actually turned them in, or turned them in for trade, I believe. Someone in one of the pop lines told me they had traded some in to Brad's Toy Shop. And so I went over there. I didn't get too gouged on the price. It was $15, which might have actually been what I paid to have it shipped here anyway. Shipped. So I think it was like $8, $9, and then plus $6 shipping. So really, there is no care for Walmart, and I think I mentioned this previously as far as the stupidity. And maybe it's not all Walmart employees, but it certainly seems like there's just no care. They're not paid to care. They're paid to just get the product out by all costs. And so who cares if the product is ruined? They certainly do not. I do care. So I definitely am not going to be buying it online anymore. But so I paid $15 to get a new box. And there's a specific reason why I want these boxes as pristine as possible. And I'm going to do a separate video closer to mid-November, and that'll kind of explain what the special video is about these pops. But anyway, I'm going to show you the pops that what they are. And I'm going to go in the order of how the Infinity Stones were collected by Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. So, of course, they opened the movie and Thanos already had. And by the way, if you haven't already seen Avengers Infinity War, definitely a spoiler on this. We're going to go through the timeline anyway. So, they open the movie and he's on Thor's ship. He's already got the Power Stone, the purple stone. And you're going to notice that this one he's frowning. The rest, and he's got his fist completely closed. And the reason for that is that they already brought out a chrome purple Thanos, I don't know, however long ago, but they brought Pop brought out a purple chrome Thanos previously, and it was with, you're going to see the rest of them, it was with that same mold. It's with him having his hands, not his hand, where it's not completely closed, and he's got a smile on his face. And so when they brought out this set, they didn't want to have the same exact purple mold used, so they created a new mold, and that's what this number is right here, 415. The other ones are 289. So this was new. This is specific to this set. But anyway, open it up. He already has the Power Stone, and he had got that from Xandar, so decimated Xandar. They didn't really explain what happened, but clearly Xandar, where the Guardians of the Galaxy left it with the Nova Corps on Xandar, he went and destroyed the planet. So, I mean, that's what you're presuming anyway. So, clearly that's what would have happened. So, anyway, that would be the Power Stone. And while on Thor's ship, he is going for the Blue Stone, the Space Stone. And of course, if you recall from Thor Ragnarok, closer to the end, Loki actually, there was a hint that Loki saw the Tesseract with the Space Stone, and the hint was that he took the Tesseract. Well, clearly he did. And that's what Thanos was after, and he got it out of Loki prior to actually strangling Loki to death. At least that's what we presume. I mean, maybe there's some theories on that maybe Loki's not dead. Now, of course, they're gonna, in Avengers 4, they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna undo all that. But anyway, got the Space Stone. And then he goes for the Reality Stone, which Reality Stone, when the Guardians, or half the Guardians anyway, the losers, as Rocket put it, went after trying to find the Reality Stone before Thanos got there. Well, clearly Thanos got there first and actually set up his own reality. Looks like he destroyed the Collector, who had the Reality Stone, and that's how he was able to get to Gamora and take Gamora, and which then led him to the Soul Stone, the Orange Stone. And of course there was a sacrifice, which we don't know about the sacrifice up until Red Skull actually tells us, and we haven't seen Red Skull since Captain America, the First Avenger. So it was kind of a surprise to see him and where he was actually sent, because the Space Stone, he had it and he got sent to somewhere. Well, he got sent to this planet, and I can't remember for the life of me what the planet name was. But anyway, Gamora had the coordinates had the planet for where it was at. And Red Skull mentioned that you have to give a sacrifice, and it can't just be a meaningless sacrifice. It has to be someone that you love. And Gamora thinks, hey, really, Thanos loves no one. Well, that's not true. He loves Gamora. And what's the biggest sacrifice he could do? Kill Gamora. Sacrifice Gamora. And that's what he did in order to get the Soul Stone. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange has the Time Stone, which, I mean, there's lots of theories of and Doctor Strange used the Time Stone to to figure out that out of 14,350,000, or maybe it's 14,300,000, but anyway, over 14 million different outcomes, only one outcome could lead to the Avengers winning against Thanos. And so that's the approach that he takes. And I think he ends up it's led to believe that he gives Thanos the Time Stone. Now, of course, theories could have went on with couldn't there have been a way to have actually stopped Thanos from the beginning by using the Time Stone? Only Avengers 4. We'll see how that all works out, how his 1 out of 14,300,000 chances works out. So you'll notice that, again, this one is the one I went and bought from Brad's toy shop. Definitely way better than the shipment on Walmart.com. So anyway, I've actually got wanted to show. I'm going to decide to keep that one from Walmart.com that got destroyed, the box. I'm going to keep that one as an out-of-the-box collector item. And so anyway, you can kind of see how it looks in the bobblehead. Again, all Marvel Pops apparently are bobbleheads. Not just vinyl figures, but bobbleheads. So, meanwhile, going on at Wakanda, where Vision's at, and Vision has the Mind Stone in his head. Now, from, I'm trying to think of what movie that was where Loki's staff had the Mind Stone in it, and they extracted it and put it into, I think it must have been Age of Ultron, because they took it and made Vision out of it. And anyway, we've got the last one, the Mind Stone. And looks kind of gold more so than anything. In fact, when you kind of look at the orange one, the red one, I mean, they kind of all look very similar. I think there could have been a little bit better color deciphering on that, but overall. So anyway, Thanos, Scarlet Witch has to make the decision to destroy the Mind Stone, which would ultimately end up killing Vision. Well, unfortunately, Thanos is there. He's got the Time Stone. After the Mind Stone is destroyed, Thanos turns back the clock, gets to the Mind Stone, and rips it out of Vision's head. So he's got all 6 stones, and just with the snap of his finger, half of all humanity, all existence, destroyed. The Great Dusting of 2018. So it'll be interesting to see how Avengers 4 rectifies this. I'm certain that there's going to be some reverse, going back in time, trying to correct things, and I think probably going back, trying to undo a lot of things that led up to this. So I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, that is the Chrome Pop figures of Thanos. And anyway, trying to get all 6 of them together. We'll see if I can do that pretty efficiently. I don't know that I can, but anyway, I'm going to try here. Let's see how I can do that. Maybe I'll just do 3 at a time. Anyway, there's those. And here are these. And that's the second video. We'll get on to the second or the third video, which will be about the Venomized figures, which are right up behind me. They've been there the whole time. We'll see you in the third video.